Did you know Thanos was inspired by Greek mythology? How ancient legends gave Mad Titan the moral complexity Marvel's superheroes lack. The Avengers: Infinity War and Endgame achieved unprecedented box office success, grossing a cumulative $4.9 billion, establishing the absolute zenith of the superhero genre. However, this cinematic triumph did not materialize without assimilating elements from disparate genres, including mythology. The duology's phenomenal success is inseparable from its antagonist, Thanos, a villain who ruled with cold calculus over moral conviction. Portrayed by Josh Brolin, the villain is loosely predicated on another mythological character from Greek mythological figure, Thanatos, transcending beyond the Norse deities Thor and Loki as per Screen Rant. Who is Thanatos, the Greek figure behind Thanos? Thanatos represents a minor figure in Greek mythology defined as the personification of death itself, which precipitated the creation of Thanos, the Marvel Comics villain, originally introduced in the 55th issue of The Invincible Iron Man by writer-illustrator duo Jim Starlin and Mike Friedrich. Starlin attributed the Mad Titan to Sigmund Freud's concept of the death drive or inner death wish, which he had defined through Thanatos, per HV1. This implementation has structured Thanos and many cinema villains' predilection to engage in perilous schemes leading to quick and unnatural death. The story of Thanatos proves far more nuanced than many could conceive. The character largely opposed violence, and, like Thanos at the conclusion of Avengers: Infinity War, he brings an end to billions of lives through painless deaths. Additionally, Thanos can also be considered a diminutive of the Greek male name Athanasios, which translates to immortal. The paradox between death and immortality eventuates the philosophical foundation that distinguishes Thanos from typical comic book antagonists. Where most villains pursue destruction for personal gain, Thanos operates under what he perceives as a cosmic necessity, mirroring Thanatos' role as an inevitable force rather than a malevolent entity. How Thanos' inspiration compares to Marvel's superheroes. For anyone familiar with Greek mythology and legends like Homer's The Iliad, Odyssey, or Virgil's The Aeneid, Greek characters, including gods and the mightiest warriors, have all partaken in morally questionable activities, ranging from non-consensual sexual encounters to slavery and violence. This dynamic led Marvel to Thanos, a rare entity within the Marvel Cinematic Universe that does not abide by the franchise's black-and-white moral framework. This complexity compensates for the lack of moral ambiguity in Marvel's heroes like Captain America, Iron Man, and Spider-Man, all of whom follow practically identical cycles of change and growth, while never genuinely threatening innocent lives, even for the greater good. For instance, the events of Avengers: Infinity War would never have been exacerbated had the Captain disintegrated Vision, an artificial being, and rid of the Mind Stone at the earliest. Where does Thanatos appear in Greek legends? Thanatos appears as a minor character briefly mentioned in the Iliad, the prelude to the Odyssey. He opposes violent death, and his principles are repeatedly codified throughout Greek literature. Like Thanos, he appears with facial hair, though he also carries a sword and dons a black cloak, symbolizing his role as death's inevitable executor rather than its violent instigator. This mythological foundation provides Thanos with philosophical weight that reintroduces him beyond typical superhero antagonists, creating a villain whose motivations stem from ancient concepts of cosmic balance rather than personal vendetta. A distinction that explains why some fans genuinely relate to the Mad Titan's philosophy, declaring Thanos was right in his desire to eliminate half the population. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the American Playbook. Your support means the world to us. Thank you.